absolute dog shit result from Manchester United there. One of the worst possible results we could have had. It feels like a defeat. Winning it right there till the death and losing 2 valuable points at home is a real kick in the teeth. I was really positive going into this game, seeing the starting lineup. Same starting lineup against Leicester City. The only other change would potentially have made would have been maybe Martial starting ahead of Lingard. Maybe Martial's been out injured and out of form, and he was the only positive today from a performance which we should have won. This was better than that game in the Europa League. Much better. We've created more chances and we just haven't taken them. This isn't as bad as under Louis van Gaal, where we've not had created chances, too much sideways passing, but with the result is all that matters in this football, and we haven't got it. We've put ourselves under massive pressure now going into that international break. I don't know where we're going to go from here, because we've got 2 difficult games coming up, away at Liverpool and away at Chelsea, which have become almost must-win games now, because this top 4 race is really hotting up already. All the other teams are pretty much, besides Man City, who obviously played Tottenham, all the other sides, and Man City are going to finish in the top 4 regardless anyway. All the other sides around us have won this weekend. The likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, they're all winning. It's really frustrating, because this is really going to be tough this season to get into that top 4, and that has really cost us massively them points. I mean, David Hayes made a terrible error there right at the end to allow Joe Allen to score, but we should have put this game to sleep. When we went 1-0 up, it looked to me as though Manchester United were going to go for the throat and get that second goal, and it didn't happen. Martial scoring a great goal just after he come on, that is a real positive, because he has been so under par so far this season. I'm hoping that goal can do him the world of good now to kick on. Hopefully he gets some minutes for France, because that is going to really then give him the kick on to perform well for Manchester United, because we really do miss the Martial from last season so far this season. But I don't know where we go from here. That is a real kick in the teeth. If that had happened away from home, I would have still been really disappointed, but I would have taken it. But at Old Trafford, where we want to make Old Trafford a fortress this season, really disappointed. I was happy not seeing no Fellaini start, no Wayne Rooney starting. The only other player I would have maybe brought in is Michael Carrick in the midfield, but besides that, I was pretty happy with that starting lineup. And we've wasted chances. Zlatan's had a few missed chances. The goalkeeper has played well today. I'm not taking anything away from that. He's had a fantastic game. Pulled off a fantastic save from Jesse Lingard. But still, whatever you say, we should have won that game. People can say on another day we would have won it, but we should have won it. It is really disappointing. It's put us quite far behind. Maybe the Europa League is playing on a Thursday and a Sunday. For some reason, teams always seem to do bad on the Sunday after a Europa League game. I just do not know why that is the case. But maybe it's still a curse. But Manchester United need to be in that Europa League, because top 4 is going to be tough this season. I'm not sure if we're going to. At the start of the season, I thought it was nailed on. We would get it. We've got new signings in. We're looking good. But the last few weeks, I'm not so convinced. That Zoya game was really poor. Today was better, but we haven't had the result. You'd have preferred the poor performance and the result over this, but we will have to go again with Manchester United. We will bounce back, but maybe that Europa League, if we get some horseshit teams along the way, could potentially be the best chance of getting in the Champions League again this season. So we can't write that off as well. I can see why Jose Mourinho has put a strong team out in that, because we have to get in that Champions League this season. That is the bare minimum. We should be challenging for the title. If we don't challenge, or at least win a couple of trophies and get in that Champions League this season, it is going to be a poor season. We can still have a decent season. I think the title is going to be out of reach this season, looking as how things have gone so far. We're not clinical enough. We need to be putting chances away to bed a lot more than we are, getting 2 or 3 goals up. We're just not doing that at this moment in time. The only game, obviously, we've put to the sword was that Leicester City game. Besides that, every game's been a bit touchy and nervy. We need to be a lot more clinical if we're going to get anywhere near that top 4. But you're looking at the likes of Tottenham, Man City playing well. You've got Liverpool playing well, and Arsenal grinding out results. I can't see how we're going to get in that top 4 at this moment in time. But we will have to wait and see. It's still early on. We could still turn this around and have a title charge. But I think the Europa League could be the best chance of getting in that Champions League. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. What can change? We've got the international break coming up now. we will have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully not many injuries in that. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.